in Tallahassee. Florida State Seminoles. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win? What style's going to prevail? Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, a high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup because this environment is hostile.
Punt is on its way. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Not even 2 minutes in, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what...
Touchdown, Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give from the gun. Wide open spaces. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring... Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Scrambling away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Holds it in. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The Seminoles have pushed pushed it inside the 20. The give is to Williams. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll set up to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down here would really give them some breathing room. It's 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. The give to the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, no! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Air Force has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there. And now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 15 over the Judicials. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put it in play from the 27. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Backed up now, here's second and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Simpson. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it to him on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Williams. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Noles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. But a flag is down on the field, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No good. Yellow hankies flying, so let's see if the kicker's going to get another chance.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That is no good. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if he gets a do-over. Just like the end of the game, the first half can finish up with a defensive penalty, so there will be one more untimed down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. He'll start this third quarter with a run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Copeland. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Noles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. That's caught. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They punted away on 4th down. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The give is to Williams. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback now breaking the field. First down and more. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's
Yeah,
incomplete.
what was that?
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Looking to buy time. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Fights off the defender. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Seminoles, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Now adjusting. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He'll pull it on the read. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal.
Turning on the Jets. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see.
Oh, in the hops. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And that's a big reason why this offense is
exactly
so dangerous.
Exactly what Saquon Barkley did
because of
last
this
year.
guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked
what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They'll immediately call timeout. Possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's the heat. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play. To the air, it's Simpson. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They've got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoil.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field first. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine...
From the gun, running back on the move. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about...
Just keeps moving. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to find his man in the middle. And he makes the catch at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A first down run in the red zone.
Decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking.
Going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
A full dive to haul that one in. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
they want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Gets away from one. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The throw. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The official says no good. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to pass, it's back. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout. And the Canes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the back. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Absolutely center cut. With that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive.
To shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw, it's back. Under fire. It's caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air on first down.
First time to throw the football.
Him at the 25. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's back. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Finds him out of the backfield. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Rush is on him.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
The kick is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't really been able to...
Who's on your head? Scoo-doo-doo.
deal just got wrong. The Bengals would be like, listen, Miles Garrett, they overpaid, he wanted to leave, whatever. But now it's 41 TJ, and pretty soon going to be 42 Micah. So, how do you get it done with Hendrickson? The Steelers just are going to continue to be 8 minutes. Their path out was recognizing, get a first-round pick. Again, they weren't going to do this once they signed it. But trade TJ, get a great draft capital for it, eventually get a quarterback. Instead, they want to do this. I think it's a mistake. He has a massive impact on their ability to win because they have to force turnovers. They have to force 3 and outs because his whole career there, they haven't had a potent offensive attack. I'm simply saying he was the best path to them getting that would have been to move him. They decided not to. I also think that it is weird to have a defensive-minded head coach and then still spend so many resources on defense.
As the plane approaches the South Tower, notice carefully the belly of the plane. There appears to be something attached, and just as it hits the building, there's a flash. Let's take another look in super slow motion. Let's look at this photograph that was taken near ground zero. On the right, we see the South Tower, and the smoke that's rising into the sky is emanating from the North Tower, which is completely hidden from view. On the left, just entering the field of vision of the camera, we see the plane just before it hits the South Tower. Note a couple of items here. The engine on the right wing has a shadow, and the shadow moves towards the front of the plane and off of the plane. So the anomaly that appears to be attached to the belly of this plane could not be caused by a shadow. Also note that the item that appears to be attached to the belly of this plane is on the right side. This plane has something that is not symmetrical on the bottom of the plane. When we compare that with the bottom of a regular 767, we'll note that a normal 767 has a belly that is smooth.
Say one thing beforehand. I just want to say, baseball lost a great man yesterday, Bob Uecker. He was a treasured friend for me, somebody who taught me a lot about just living, frankly, like how to live. As we all are sad to lose a great baseball man. Say one thing beforehand. I just want to say, baseball lost a great man yesterday, Bob Uecker.
Through baptism, we are cleansed from past mistakes and born again. This is the start of a new life with God.
Oh, I'm confused.
Australia. Tonight, I'm going to be telling you everything.
Two of the best at restarts are on the front row. Joey Logano on the outside. Kyle Busch, the race leader, on the inside. The left hand out the window for Kyle Busch. Mark Truex Jr. getting the signal to go. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Busch with the advantage going into turn one. He's going to get clear. He has the lead through the short chute.
We saw yesterday at Xfinity Series how easy it is to overdrive these corners. One mistake by Kyle Busch with this new package, he'll lose momentum, and the 22 will be there.
He's all over the back bumper as they come into turn number 3. Joey Logano chasing down the 18 of Kyle Busch. In the short chute.
Beat Kyle Busch, and he can say it again. It's like that. Very unbelievable. If he can do that, he'll be hard to beat.
White flag in the air. One more time. A flawless turn number 1. Through the short chute and into 2. He's got a big lead. Kyle Busch looking to make it sweep. A little debris on the front. It's not going to matter. He's going to go as hard as he can.
At this point, that's more downforce. They don't care about attempts. 2 more big corners for Kyle Busch.
Into 3. The gap closed just a bit by Joey Logano. Right back into the gas through the short chute. Into turn 4. Now, Kyle Busch is going to see will be the line stand. Fans on either side. Kyle Busch is going to add his name to the illustrious list of Brickyard 400 winners. Two.
He's back out there on the racetrack today. We were talking to him earlier. He's very sore because it was his chest and not his head.
He's been locking up a lot of corners I see on the TV, so he probably just got a flat spot on the left rim. And we're in the tires.
He's back out there on the racetrack today. We were talking to him earlier. He's very sore because it was his chest and not his head. And here he'll have
terrifying moment at the World of Outlaws event in Ohio. Sprint car driver Caleb Henry was involved in a serious crash during the last chance showdown at Attica Raceway Park. Henry was pushing hard for a final spot in the A main when disaster struck. In the final seconds of the race, his car flipped violently, bringing out an immediate red flag. Emergency crews rushed to the scene within seconds. Due to the extent of the crash, safety teams had to remove the top wing of the car just to reach him safely. Henry was later airlifted from the track, signaling just how serious the situation was. Fans were visibly shaken as the crowd went silent, waiting for updates. Right now, no official word on his condition, but support is pouring in from across the racing world. Our thoughts are with Caleb and his family. For more updates, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. This is InfoPop Daily.
He's got to be careful getting too far out there and letting a big run come. And now, as long as they're side by side, he's good. But here comes Newman. Big run. Denny put the block on him. Great job not causing a wreck on that block. White flag under green. Next flag will end the race, and Newman is there. Newman's got locked onto his rear bumper just like he did. Oh, wrecking behind Chase Elliott around. Spinning around. Still green. Still green, and here they come. And here comes Blaney. Ryan Blaney up behind Ryan Newman, trying to get him to Hamlin. Newman backed up to Blaney. Big run coming here. To the inside, Newman to the front. Nothing Denny Hamlin can do. What can Ryan Blaney now do? Here comes a push from Denny Hamlin. Oh, this thing's not over yet. Here comes Hamlin up the outside. Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman. Upside down. In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line fourth and comes to rest. Scoring unofficial between Hamlin and Blaney as far as who crossed the finish line first. Newman got turned, went up in the air. As he came down, was hit by another car and launched skyward, coming down on his roof. The AMR safety team is there quickly to attend to Ryan Newman. A fist bump from Denny Hamlin, who has won the Daytona 500 for the second year in a row. And the third time overall. Our scoring monitor gives us interval to 1/100th of a second. It was closer than that. It was $150 you don't spend. When you bet $5, win or lose. Ryan Newman on turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside. To the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside. Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman. Upside down. That's where he hit me. So this is where the helmet broke out. This is where they cut the helmet in half to get it off my face to basically pull it apart. But you can see this crack. I got hit
so hard that it smashed the helmet together side to side based on the way the styrofoam broke on the inside. I've never showed anybody on camera that. That's where he hit me. So this is where the helmet broke out. This is where they cut the helmet in half to get it off my face to basically pull it apart. As you can see this crack. I got hit so hard that it smashed the helmet together side to side based on the way the styrofoam broke on the inside. I've never showed.
What are Rusty Wallace's three kids up to now? Number one, Steve Wallace, 37 years old. Steve Wallace used to race full-time in NASCAR with nearly 200 Xfinity starts and one shot at the Daytona 500. He later found success in super late model racing. Even with Tourette's, he never slowed down. These days, he still races locally and runs a custom motorcycle shop, staying deep in the motorsports world. Number two, Greg Wallace, 40 years old. Greg graduated from Wake Forest and holds an MBA. According to his ex, formerly Twitter and Instagram, he works at Rusty Wallace Inc., focusing on brand strategy and communications. He's also really into aviation and aerospace tech. Number three, Katie Wallace, 36 years old. Katie briefly dated NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray around 2004-2005. She keeps a low profile and doesn't share much about her career. She's known for supporting her family and the racing world behind the scenes, occasionally helping out at events. What are Rusty Wallace's three kids up to?
This is how Eminem cured Ed Sheeran's stutter that he was bullied for as a kid.
When I was 9, my uncle bought me the Marshall Mathers LP, and he just said to my dad, "This guy's the next Bob Dylan, you've got to let listen." My dad didn't really clock it. He was just like, "Okay, Ed's going to go and listen to that." And by learning that record, rapping it back to back to back to back, Ed cured my stutter, and I stopped talking like that. Years later, I remember getting the call. He asked me to play Stand with him at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I was like, I can't say no, I can't. So I got the plane, flew there, something, and that night flew back, and it was really.
This is how Eminem cured Ed.
Hey, I'm Monster Smith. I go play Spark.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Smith.
Holy shit. He said, what? Black History Month, you find ridiculous. You're going to relegate my history to our month? Oh, come on, what do you do with yours? Which month is Black History Month? I'm Jewish, okay? Which month is Jewish History Month? There is one. Oh, why not? Do you want one? No. I don't need it. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history. How are we going to get rid of racism? Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man. And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. Holy shit. He said what? Black History Month, you find ridiculous. You're going to relegate my history to a month? Oh, come on, what do you do with yours? Which month is Black History Month? I'm Jewish, okay? Which month is Jewish History Month? There is one. Oh, why not? Do you want one? No. I don't need it. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history. How are we going to get rid of racism? Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man. And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me
said what?
Black History Month, you find ridiculous. I've never talked about this. My best friend, he was in Iraq, having a great deployment, going after a lot of bad guys. He was engaged, had a mess up, met a strip club, got a stripper pregnant, broke off the engagement, married the stripper, have the baby. He was going to do the right thing, so he left Iraq to come home to be with her while the baby was born. Gets home, goes to the hospital. The baby's dead, the mom is dead. He doesn't tell anybody. He goes back to SEAL Team 10 and says, hey, I want to go get more guys over in Iraq. They say, Brandon, you're the guys are coming home early. How about you jump in with them? Your sister will team is in Afghanistan right now. Gets on the bird. He lands in Bagram, and he finds out that the helo went down, which was all the rest of his friends. Wants to go out on the recovery op. They wouldn't let him on. They're like, you don't have any kid, can't go. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll scrounge up some shit. And then he later died of addiction. I've never talked about this. My best friend, he was in Iraq, having a great deployment, going after a lot of bad guys. He was engaged, had a mess up, met a strip club, got a stripper pregnant, broke off the engagement, married the stripper, have the baby. He was going to do the right thing, so he left Iraq to come home to be with her while the baby was born. Gets home, goes to the hospital. The baby's dead, the mom is dead. He does.
Amy will send me alerts and be like, hey, you're out and about. If you're by this grocery store, I've got an order for pickup. You go over there, there's 2 parking spots. Tell them on your phone, I'm in the parking spot. Everybody knows about this. I pull in there, and there's a lady getting out of her car. She's got a Florida tag, so she's not from around, so I'm assuming she doesn't live in the neighborhood. But I'm like, God dang, man.
If I'm 70 and I'm going to go to the grocery store, I'm just going to pull into the closest parking spot.
I have an idea that she knew exactly what she was doing, because I looked at her. I'm parked in the spot, and she's looking across the top of her car. She's getting out at me, and I'm looking at her, and there's this moment where I'm like, you know what you're doing? And she's looking at me like, I know you know what I'm doing. She's got this look like, buddy, I don't give a what you think. I'm going to the store. It's like, God dang.
I get it's annoying. Like, I've seen people do that with like 4 kids, and I can't really be mad about that. I'm just like a granny lover, I guess. I don't know. I dress like a granny, then one day I'm going to be one, and so I'm going to do what I want.
Amy will send me alerts and be like, hey, you're out.
Baseball moments that made grown men cry. Back in July 2019, the Los Angeles Angels were hit with heartbreaking news. Their pitcher, Tyler Skaggs, just 27 years old, was found unresponsive in his hotel room. He had passed away suddenly, only days before his birthday, and just before the team was set to play the Texas Rangers. The entire baseball world was in shock, and the Angels were left searching for a way to honor their teammate. But what happened next at Angel Stadium was something nobody could have predicted. You see, on July 12th, the Angels played their first home game since Skaggs' passing. Every single Angels player wore a jersey with Skaggs' number 45 and his name on the back. The stadium was packed, and Vin Diesel just confirmed it. In the middle of the presentation, did you know these drivers made more money after they retired? Number 1, Jeff Gordon. 4-time NASCAR champ Jeff Gordon retired in 2015, then became a top commentator at Fox Sports. Later, he joined Hendrick Motorsports as a co-owner and vice chairman. Basically, he retired and got promoted. Now he's a team boss and TV star, and worth even more than before. Number 2, Danica Patrick. One of the most successful female drivers ever, Danica retired in 2018 after her final Indy 500. She launched her own wine brand, Somnium, based in Napa, and focused on organic, high-end wines. Since retiring, she's shifted from race car driver to lifestyle brand and entrepreneur. Number 3, Tony Stewart. 3-time NASCAR champ and IndyCar winner Tony Stewart retired in 2016, but he never really stepped away. He co-owns Stewart-Haas Racing, runs SRX Racing, and still races sometimes. He's married to drag racer Leah Pruitt, and together they're all about racing and business. Bottom line, he's still running the show behind the scenes. Did you know these drivers made more money after they retired? Number 1, Jeff Gordon. 4-time NASCAR.
MGK revealed he has another diss ready for Eminem.
I had a clip ready. I heard Kill Shot, and I put that shit back when I was there. I'm like, oh, he called me a mumble rapper. Your machine gun time. Why not hit him with another shot to prove your point, though? Because this wasn't even on my path anyway.
Eminem destroyed him so hard that no matter what path he took, he couldn't escape it. Like when MGK went on Wild 'N Out, and Eminem won without even being there.
Somebody take B-Rabbit back to Empire. B-Rabbit, I'm just a bit crazy. Wait, you know what else rhymes with a bit crazy? MGK's Shady. On top of that, Roman Catholic, you know what Roman rap behind your head will make you partial matters? I mean, empty cables, truth, not even secrets. You such a fake Eminem, you should be racing pieces.
What he's doing. Eminem never played by industry rules, and he never cared if you were a legend, a billionaire, or a king. So, when Michael Jackson was under fire from the media, Slim Shady didn't show restraint. He showed his teeth. I'll just lose it and mocked him.
Get so tagged with a brand new rap, and I don't mean rap bands in a new case. I'll investigate and accuse.
Looking back, Em didn't just diss, he loved clowning people. It was sport, therapy, and entertainment all in one. In the music video, he dressed like Michael, pretended to burn his scalp, mocked his nose. It wasn't subtle, it wasn't respectful, it was vicious. MJ didn't respond with a diss track. He responded with class.
I've never met Mr. Eminem, and to have him, I've always admired him, and to have him do something like that was pretty painful as an artist to another artist.
BET banned the video. Steve Harvey called it in bad taste. Even Michael's fans protested.
Right now in Times Square, there is a pro-Michael Jackson rally as fans of the King of Pop protest Eminem's new video that pokes fun at Michael Jackson in a very personal way.
But Eminem didn't care, didn't flinch, didn't apologize.
Now, everyone wants the dance floor. All right, stop. Come here, little kitty. One fly laugh. Guess who's back with a brand new rap? And I don't mean rap as in a new case up top. Thanks to that music.
And then Michael Jackson did the coldest thing ever done in a rap beat. He bought Eminem's music catalog. Through his company, Sony ATV, MJ acquired Famous Music, which owned a huge chunk of M's publishing. Every time M performed certain tracks, Michael got paid. No bars, no interviews, just checks. That's not just a clap at. That's a power move that no diss track could ever match.
It was completely meant to be all just as with the MC Hammer, the Madonna, the Pee Herman.
In the end, Just Lose It became more than a diss. It turned into a twisted chapter of music history, where even the insulted got paid, and the ghosts still cash checks.
DJ Cara here with a heartbreaking message for all fans and players. As of May 26, 2026, I will be stepping down from my role here at Non-Stop Pop. With everyone moving to Vice City, it only makes sense I hang it up. It's been an amazing journey for so long. I've watched you all grow up right before my eyes. If this is our final time together, please never let the memories fade. Until we speak again, it's forever #free DJ Cara in the comments. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay pop. DJ Cara.
Watch how this veteran goes to jail for what he did in court.
You have been before this court. You were telling me that you had some violations. You told me you hit your neighbor with a 5-pound hammer.
3 pound, and I didn't hit him like slight stop of his head. He got 1 stitch, and he was out of the hospital in half an hour.
What happened with that case?
I went to jail for 30 days.
I know you're a veteran from Korea, right?
Korea, well, I was on the front line till they signed the truce.
So you were in Korea, you came back home, you were a veteran, you had problems with your neighbor. As a result of those problems, you actually served time in jail?
The worst thing that happened to a human being.
You never had any record of any...
No. The corporal that came to my house looking for the 3-pound hammer, he found a regular hammer. He said, I got it. He didn't even have the right hammer. It was a joke and a half.
You admit that you hit him with a hammer, but they convicted you with the wrong hammer.
Yeah.
How old are you?
86 years old, going on 91. I'm an old man and I'm tired.
The last time you were here, you said you were going to hibernate like a squirrel.
And I have been hibernating, but I don't go out. I'm like a bipolar. I'm taking Zoloft for problems between the ears.
He showed the ticket to Inspector Clark.
I couldn't find a parking place, so I parked with half on the parking place and half.
What were you doing at the courthouse?
I'm going to pay the restitution.
Inspector Quinn.
Well, I don't think I'm going to live to see 86 years old, and everything he's been through, and based on the explanation, he was half in, half out. The city will move to dismiss.
I agree with Inspector Quinn. We're going to dismiss this ticket.
Thank you very much.
You don't have any hammers with you, do you?
I got 3 upstairs. We'll just pick one like they did already.
Thank you for your service to this country. We're proud of your service to this country.
Thank you.
And good luck to you. But
I'm on my way out, but I'm trying to hang in there.
you're not on your way out. Don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. Fight. You're a Federal Hill kid. Keep fighting.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. You're free to go.
Thank you very much.
Watch how this veteran goes to jail for what he did in court.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You have been before this court. You would
Green flag. Ready, Gringer, closer start here. You got closer up the 6 spotted tires, so just you and 11. We have no help right here. No push.
All chips in the center of the table now. Green, white checkers for all of Arlington. Oregon's away with the lead.
The only way we're going to make any progress there is if we work together. Nobody's going to work together. Everybody works both lanes here. They're pulling the air real hard here.
He's been dominant here throughout the evening. And Daytona, the final time on third quarter. Dale Earnhardt Jr. with the lead.
Keep coming here. Check the bottom. Check the flag right here. Big wrecking in here. Big crash behind it. Keep going. Big wreck on the front. Big wreck on the front. That is not good. That is not good. Got a hell of a wreck here. Holy crap. We got a terrible wreck. Stop dead nuts in the fence there. Everybody all right down there? Everybody okay? They went over to me. I went under him. You all right? Yeah, a bunch of screw guys running across the pit lane here. Guys, whoever is in that window, if he says he's okay, do not touch him. Do not get him out of the belt. Tell him to stay in there.
Shut the doors, gang. I'm going to need anything for him. He's going to run over, so everybody stop.
Everybody all right? Yeah, everybody's all right. They gave us thumbs up. You got out, Richard. Richard, you got out. You got out of that car.
I'm at the greatest stand.
Anything okay? Everybody's cheering. I can't believe the way these races have to end.
Can officially say this racing's stupid.
We believe that everybody is okay. Congratulations to Dale Earnhardt Jr. He has won here at Daytona for the 4th time in his career. Green flag.
Ready.
What funny line had you breaking character the most?
The hotel in Valentine, and there's a part when I think it's one of the first times you go into Valentine, and Karen she has a job that she's working and trying to scam and con in one of the rooms, and Arthur has to go in and save her. If you go into the wrong room, there's a guy on the crapper that you interrupt, and I didn't have any lines. I just had to walk in and go, oh, sorry.
Oh, get the hell out of here, will you?
Sorry. Wrong room. And then walk back out again. He's wearing spandex, but he sat on a makeshift toilet, and he's making the appropriate straining sounds and what have you. I remember that was a struggle to get through that because he was doing it really well. And I couldn't stop laughing.
What funny line had you...
Have you ever seen that video? No. Pull that video up because it's one of my favorites. By the way, I want to say officially for the press, it's about 110 degrees in this room. Nice job with the air conditioning, whoever. You know what the press will say? They'll say, Trump didn't look well. He was extremely wet. It's 104 or 5 degrees in this room.
Maybe hours later.
No, that's
Well, sweating that much.
in a million different ways, I don't think he's well.
I mean, Marco Rubio didn't sweat.
Correct.
That was a lot of sweat.
Have you ever seen that video? No.
Think of a number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
Okay, multiply it by 9.
Okay.
Okay, now take whatever you got, whatever number you got, and add those two digits together.
Okay.
Okay, now subtract 5 from that.
All right.
Okay, now take the letter in the alphabet that corresponds with your number. Like 1 is A, 2 is B. You got it?
Okay.
You got it?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, think of a country that begins with your letter.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, now take the last letter of that country and think of an animal that begins.
Okay.
Okay, but don't tell me.
All right.
Okay?
I won't.
Now take the last letter of that
I'm not even
animal.
going to tell you the number.
Take the last letter of that animal and think of a fruit. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, but don't tell me if you're thinking of a kangaroo in Denmark eating an orange. Think of a number between 1
looks good, don't it? I've heard stories about Darrell Waltrip Nygaard dumped all the lead shot out of the frame rail, the jack post. Ted Brewer had a set of wheels that were full of lead. Do you remember any innovation that you guys tried to take advantage of, or
Not from that aspect.
none like that? Nothing.
That's
aggressive.
Well, yeah.
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 In 79, 80, Dad's cars
They were straight up.
straight up. No
I mean, of course, we met limits, but we didn't take it out.
I figured that Jake had tricks, but they were all within the.
He really focused on setup stuff.
Yeah.
That's where his expertise was.
Let's talk about the Dale truck. All right, go ahead. All right, earlier this spring, you bought a 1997 Silverado, painted up like the number 3 Goodrich Skinner Earnhardt, and it's your daily driver. Did you drive it today?
I didn't drive it.
It's right.
Well, so it's
one
so hold on. So it's in Michigan.
Oh, why is it good? What the hell?
Well, so hold on. It's getting rerouted right now to be more accurate. So it's going to be the 97 car is what he's
That's what you're
going for since the 97 truck, and that's the same year that your dad flipped and then got back in. So like there's a cool story for there. So that's what we're gonna do.
Where'd you find it?
Facebook Marketplace. I always just scroll and just see what's funny or what's cool on there, and I find this truck and I send it to all my buddies, and they're like, "You should buy it." I'm just like, no, I'm not buying this thing. And they're like, "No, you really should." So I was like, "Fine, I'll send it to my business guy, Phil Smalley. I'll send it to him. And I'll just get shot down." And he just said, "Hell yes." And I was just like, "Seriously?" He's like, "Yes, you should buy this. Like, you should love it." I was sitting there in the grandstands of the Xfinity race. Before the Xfinity race was over, we already wired them up.
Let's talk about the Dale truck.
What happened to the rapper who beat Eminem? In the final round of the 1997 Rap Olympics, Eminem went head-to-head with a rapper called Otherwise. At the time, Otherwise was the best battle rapper in LA, and no one could compete with him.
Whoever wins gets $500 and a Rolex, and then he comes from on the screen and just gets in my face. I don't remember one line he said, but he was screaming in my face. And I'm like, oh shit. And everybody's like, oh, he's killing him.
Everyone thought it would soon be over, but Eminem wasn't going to let that happen. Eminem started firing back at Otherwise, pushing him to his limits and forcing him to go 5 extra rounds.
I'm gonna tell you this from your own benefit. You don't always know what sell, especially when you wrote 90% of it. What you need to do is practice on your freestyle, or you come up missing like Snoop Dogg's police files.
The crowd wanted Otherwise to win, but they couldn't deny Eminem's crazy skill.
I lost, so I was like,
Even though he lost, a tape of the battle got him signed by Dr. Dre. As for Otherwise,
I blew all my money at the bar. I got my Rolex stole from me later that night.
what happened to the rapper who beat Eminem?
Is that an Aaron Hernandez jersey? Yeah, that's.
But anyway,
You know when he was like accused of, right?
I mean, yeah. He's one of the best ever do it.
Why don't you have a ring? What the hell, man? You're one of the best ever. Drew Bledsoe has a ring. Aaron Hernandez has a ring around his neck.
I've been on the low. I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind.
When you heard about Aaron Hernandez, what you thought? What your reaction was?
Next question. I learned that from Drew Rosenhaus. Next question. But
It had to be a shock for you. Though. It had to be a shock for all your teammates.
next question.
All right, then I'll ask you. It seems to me that these two men played on opposite sides of the line, but they had more than that in terms of being opposites.
Truthfully, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
I'll change the subject.
I've been on the low.
Is that Aaron Hernandez?
Most players miss this hidden GTA 5 side mission, which went out of hand really fast. No, because if you go to this location, you will have to drive a man to a weird spot.
Oh, hey there. Hey, where you going? Down to the port, the shipyard off Signal Street.
And while you drive, you will get some information about what is going to happen.
Hey, you work at the docks? No. There's some freaks who hang out down there. I need to talk to them about my niece. She hasn't been home in 3 days. Have you heard of the Lost? They're a biker gang. Oh, yeah. The punks is like, man, can't seem to get rid of them. You should watch yourself, man. They nasty. They're cowards.
And before you arrive at the spot, you will notice something strange before everything goes out of hand.
Take this. Hey, what? You said you just wanted to talk to them. Worst case scenario, something goes wrong. I thought you'd be okay with it. Why? Because I'm a young black man.
And now enjoy this funny cutscene with a funny reaction from Franklin at the end.
Okay, I'm gonna go have a word with these guys. Just wait here. Just be cool, alright? This don't feel right.
Not this guy, Ken.
Hey, where's my niece, you
punks. Where's Kelly? I know you got her. I told you. Don't worry about Kelly. She loves us. Some nights she loves us all at the same time. You! Oh, shit. Honor, respect for your horror.
Then you need to eliminate every gangster and wait for the reaction from Franklin.
Thanks for stepping in. I know that was a dumb move. Here, take some money, please. Now we better clear out before the cops show up.
If this... Most players miss this hidden GTA 5 side mission, which went out of hand really fast. Because if you go to this location, you will have to drive a man to a weird spot.
Oh, hey there!
Hey, where you going?
Down to the port, the shipyard off Signals. Y'all know what happened to me getting smacked by Shook Smith? Like, he known he could be that is some years ago, his wife said I should quit the I should host because her man didn't get nominated. So then I do some jokes about it. Who gives a? That's how it is. She started, I finished. That's when nobody's picking on this bitch. She started this. Nobody was picking on her. For people that don't know, but everybody knows, Will Smith and his wife was her son's friend. Now, I normally would not talk about this, but for some reason, these is put that on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that low down. We all been cheated on. Everybody in here has been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. Like, hey, I was sucking somebody else. How did that make you feel? Everybody in the world calls him a everybody.
What's the worst prank? I was at my apartment, and he goes, brother, I got you this Lambo. For all the success we've had, this Lamborghini right here hands me keys to a Lamborghini. White Lamborghini, it's beautiful, $450,000 car. We get in it, me and Taker vibe and talking about like how far we made it, right? We have all these subscribers on YouTube. This fandom came from Ohio. I go, Jake, you know, brother, this is the happiest moment of my life. And I mean that nearly tears. He goes, I got you, bro. And I go, and this isn't a prank, it's not a joke. He goes, nah, bro. I'm like, oh, mom's like, you swear to God. He goes, swear to God, bro. Damn, this motherfucker really got me a Lambo. We really made it. I was about crying. We get out of the car, we're all like, wow, Jake's such a good guy. Some guy comes up to me and goes, yo, can I get the keys to my car back? Everyone starts laughing at me because it was a prank, bro. What's the worst prank you got? What I'm about to say involving my brother. One day, come out of the garage, a little hungover, drink the night before. And my brother's at my apartment. And he goes, brother, I got you this Lambo. For all the success we've had, this Lamborghini right here.
Watch how this judge forced his son, who is a lawyer, to defend someone.
Susan, who's with you today?
This is my daughter,
Yeah, what is your name?
Michaela,
How old are you, Michaela?
19,
Are you in school? Where do you go to school?
Rhode Island College.
What year are you in?
My second year.
Oh, your second year. Well, your mom is charged with going through a red light. Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, I was driving the car.
Oh, you were driving. You know everything about it. So what did you say to your daughter?
I said, Michaela, did you go through the red light? She's like, well, it was yellow. I'm like, yellow means slow down. So that's why I'm making her come.
I want to congratulate you because I can't tell you how many times parents come in and they don't bring their children in when the children are driving the car.
Oh, no.
How many children do you have?
2.
And Michaela, is she younger or older?
She's the oldest.
It's like a bad example. We're going to take a look at the video. It's red. I don't know. That was pretty close, don't you think?
I mean, I guess it was yellow for a short time, but she went through the red.
You think maybe that it wasn't yellow long enough?
Not long enough.
Were you in a hurry on that morning?
I was trying to go home. I was at school for so long. I think the other day I had a late chem lab and I was so over it. And I just wanted to go home.
I'm going to assume that you have a skilled attorney representing you. Okay? It just so happens that my son, and he is an attorney. I don't know how skilled he really is, but we're going to find out. You want to get up there? You want to introduce yourself to your client?
We met earlier. I saw the video, and I bring to your attention 2 factors. One, she was appropriately driving the speed limit, especially in inclement weather. And most people, when they see a yellow light, would accelerate to try to make it through the yellow light. And due to her maintaining the speed limit, the light was only red for 0.3 of 1 second. I'm not sure if my client knows. The law allows the light to be red for 0.2 of a second, and you can still go through it as long as it's 0.2 of a second or less. If she was like most other drivers, she would have accelerated to greater than 25 miles an hour and made it through the light in 2/10 of a second or less. Her focus on driving safely and not accelerating, especially in inclement weather around her, I think should be rewarded, and she should be given the benefit of the doubt. She actually gave me that excuse earlier. She just didn't want to say it. She was a little shy today. I'm going to resume my duties on the side.
So you're going to excuse yourself from this case.
I will.
Oh, you're out.
How did I do?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. 3/10 of a second.
Thank you.
You make a great impression before the court.
Thank you.
So I know now where your daughter gets her respect, her authority from, and her personality. Drive carefully. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Watch how this judge forced his son, who is a lawyer, to defend someone.
Susan, who's with you?